So hi guys, in the last video we have set up the socket connections, and in this video we'll try to finish the app and as well as set up all the socket connections between the server and the client. And okay, as you can see in the screen I have these four commands here. So these are the four basic commands that happen between the server and the client. So let's start from the first one. The first one is io.emit, and it takes message as parameter. So what this io.emit does is that io.emit emits a given message to every user in every room or every connection. As you can take, it's basically emitting to every single connection connected to the server. So that's io.emit. io.to the room.emit message, as you can see, of course, it emits the message to everyone in that room. So the difference, as you can see, is that one emits to every connection in the server and the other emits to every room, sorry, in the to the single room, and it emits to every person in that room. So IO generally means to everyone. So the other two are actually quite simple. One is the socket.emit message. Socket.emit is exact opposite to io.emit. io.emit, as I said, it emits to everyone in the connected to the server, and socket.emit connects is emitted to a single user who is connected to the server. So who is that single user? It depends on whom the socket ID is given. So that will be seen afterwards. And similarly, socket.toRoom.emit message, and it emits the message to that person in that room. So that's what these four messages mean. So now we can go and start building our app and finish the remaining part. So this was a structure yesterday we have seen. So there is index.js, as we have seen, and we have you can see finished the socket connections here, and we have seen that client has connected when we reloaded the page. And right now what I want is, let's open nodemon here. So nodemon index.js, and let's go localhost 5000. So here it says index hello from index.js. So I don't want it just to say hello from index.js. What I want to do is that I need an input box here, and so that every client visits sees an input box and starts typing in. And here I want some maybe a div or kind of box like thing, and whatever you type here, it just appears here. So maybe that would be a good idea. So first we can start from building the HTML here. Okay, let's split the window and open the index.html file, or index.ejs file to say. So here, instead of, I'll remove this hello from index.ejs, and now what I want is an input tag of type text. So maybe with the placeholder which says enter your text. So let's see so we get that. And putting an input bar is quite small here, because even if you want to type a pretty much medium sized paragraph, this seems small. So maybe we can go with text area instead of input. So we'll change this into text area. So let's save that and just try to reload this. Okay, so this seems pretty much, you can actually drag this and to size that however you want. So now we can type this, and you can see that it's coming in. So now we have this setup. Now what I want to happen is that whenever you type here, I want this to be sent to the server. Okay, so as you can see here, to emit something, we can do io.emit message. So the message is nothing but what we enter here. Okay, so we just go here, and what we do here is that I want to do on change or we can do whenever you want to. So I want that to trigger whenever anything is typed. So we can do there are some functions like on key up or on key down. So I can go with on key down is equals to some function I want to run. So maybe emit data here, which I haven't created yet, so I will create that here. So function emit data. So here we have created a function, and we can just check that whether it's coming or not here, and we can do that maybe hi. So let's open the console tab here. And let's first reload the page and try if this works or not. And you can see that there's hi popping up here 14 times because there are 14 characters there. So that's working. So what I want to do is I want to select that text area element and get that value. So what I would do is I would say let text element, maybe whatever you want to call. I would select that with the query selector, and we can give some ID for this. For now we can give txt maybe. So I have to give this an ID here. ID will be txt, and on, let's remove this, and on emitting this, now we can console.log text element dot value maybe. So let's reload the page, let's clear the console. Okay, so let's try to type something, and you can see that whatever I'm typing, it's popping up here. Okay, so now, so this text element dot value is what we want. So we want to send this to the server. So how can we send that is we can use this socket variable here to send it to the server. So I would say socket dot emit. What would I emit? I need some kind of ID to emit. So I would say socket dot emit maybe all. Just you can call it anything you want, all, and I want the value to be text element dot value. So what it does is here it searches for any sockets with all as its name. So to receive that all, we need an connection and all ID socket here. So we'll do socket dot on all. There will be data coming in, so that's a callback. So with that, we can just console.log to see what is coming in. So I'll save that, and let's go back and just reload this. And okay, let's enter something ABCDE. So let's see the server here. So you can see that whatever I'm typing there, you can see that on the screen here. So we are getting into the server. So what I want to do is, instead of this is quite a simple app, so I just want to emit it back to everyone, to every client connected. So you may have seen in the starting that the first one said that io.emit means emitted to everyone. So this message is what we got right now, which is data here. So I would do io.emit data. So it emits everything. Emit. So I want to emit. Okay, sorry. Okay, there we go. I want to emit it similarly to similar to that we have done before. It also needs some ID. So maybe we can have catch all, because it's sending this to everyone, and here socket needs, every client needs to know that the server is sending something. So we will catch that with socket.on. So as I said in the previous video, on is used to it waits for something. So here it is currently waiting for some data to be caught. So we need catch all as ID, and in comes some data. So on data, for now let's just console.log it, and let's see if this works or not. Let's clear the tab and let's go here and reload the tab here. Okay, let's clear this and let's say hi there. You can see that you can see here in the console that whatever we are typing is what we are getting back here. So instead of just consoling log it, I want to put it somewhere here. So I create a div here with an ID, maybe result, and I just simply want to append this data into that div. So what I would do is first I would create an element. So let's name some catch all is document dot get query selector will select that ID with result, so which means we catch the div, and we say catch all dot inner HTML is equals to data. Why inner HTML? It's obvious because we want to change the HTML structure of this, and we want it to be the message that we are getting. So let's see here. Let's reload the page and let's see if this is working or not. So I say hi there, and you can see that it's coming in. So even it's one character late, but I think it's working. So maybe we can do something for that, because the last character isn't appearing until another key is pressed. It's because of this function here, because we are doing on key down we are emitting data. So that's okay for now. So even if you open another tab here and we start typing something here, you can see that here. Okay, again you start typing here and you can see it consequently here. So everything is happening in real time. So we can maybe make it some more neat. So let's put it in a, maybe let's remove div and let's say h4 maybe, and let's put it in some with b breaks. Okay, let's say okay, it's coming in. So I remove that and it's working yet. So I also want some styling for this, so I would say style tag, and inside result I just want to have some border for this. So the border would be 1 pixel solid black. So right now it's just a straight line because there's nothing there, but as you type in, it just comes in. And I want its width, I want its max width to be 50%. Okay, it's working. And I want its max height or min height to be 50 VH. So 50 VH in the sense it's a vertical height. It takes 50% of your screen. So as it sees, so you can see that it's working here, and maybe it's working. So, and similarly for body, I just want to change the background here. Maybe we can go with I don't know, gray. It's not the best, but it's okay, we can handle that. And I want everything to align at the center, so maybe I can say text align center. Okay, that works. And yeah, so let's test it with concurrent tabs here. So I have another tab. Oops, it's not rolling. Okay, so let me create another tab. Okay, so let's reload this tab. Okay, and we have two windows here, and let's start typing. So let's see if this is working again. So it's not working because we haven't typed anything yet here. So what's happening is the client is this person only sees this, and this person can only see when this changes, right? So if I change here, and you can see that going here. So only once you click this on, once you press one button, then it's working, or else it's not working. It's just only because of one single reason we have put to emit the function on key down. So this is the only case. So you can, for this simple tutorial, I think this is okay, but of course if you're using some framework like React or something like that, there will be on change, and instead we can use, there is also on change here, but if we use that, it doesn't work as we expect that. So I think this sums up the video for us, and yeah, it's working right now, and you can see constantly everything is working, and whatever you type here, hi, day, and thanks for watching, and like the video if you liked it, and do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.